Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on last year's national champion, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hurley. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Trying the left side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Karapateas. And that one falls in. Trying to get a chunk play on that one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw
intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking up the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He'll try to breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Broncos. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
It's just so nice to have a signal runner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Using his feet. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Broncos are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. And the quarterback will be slimmed down back at the 43.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Under fire. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4 count and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Caught over the middle. It's Tucker. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Fakes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's got it. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Walker to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Looking deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Wow, that is a sensational catch. And I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Grab near the marker. It's Tucker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The give on the inside. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Broncos with a long way to go sling it on second down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Walker will fire. Bring in the heat. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Pocket breaking down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going to the running game. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback now breaking the field. He throws back to the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive from the 42. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw is underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Walker to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Walker will fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown Broncos. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball scores just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Walker to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
And that's That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Extra point here will tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Crosses to 40. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Broncos! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Walker will fire. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now facing a third and long. The play action fake. Here's a heat. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Walker to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down.
He's loose. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. Here comes the option. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's got room. Into the secondary on the right. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how their defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged on the outside, it's Tucker. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for space to the left. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them. in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards. This has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from... And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Let's it go to the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Walker will fire. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
On the option. Running into the open space. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing it.
He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Hokies in the hurry-up.
Blooded, ripped young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback extends the play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Walker to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times.
Looking for a huge play. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A run for the quarterback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is good. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Walker will fire. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Now the play fake. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out.